Hello, guys. Hello. God bless you. God bless you. It is so good to once again be in the land of the living, in the land of the blessed. Welcome. Welcome to finally, we have finally gotten this talk show back on the road. So glad to be doing it again. So look, my name is Dr. Early Harris Young. I know all you guys know me. So I am live on YouTube and I'm live on Facebook. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Let's Talk About It talk show. Let's talk about it. And in this talk show, come on in, come on in, come on in. In this talk show, we'll be talking about relationships, things women and men deal with in relationships. We'll be talking about life issues. We'll be talking about beauty and hair, and we're just gonna talk. So on this first day of our talk show in this area, I wanted to talk about something that we all have dealt with, and you're like, I don't know, should I or should I not have? So let's talk. We're going to talk about relationships today. If you're, I don't know who is on yet, but hey, give me hearts or let me know who's on. And if you have any questions, if you want to have opinions, just jump in. Just jump in. Today, I wanted to talk about relationships. And I want to talk about what is the deal breaker. What is the deal breaker in a relationship? What can he or she do that will make you say, you know what? I'm done. That's it. I'm done. No more. Keep in mind now, hey, I thought about this too. Okay, and once you decide to end that relationship, uh, no matter what the issue was, and you've been out of the dating game for a while, or you're just getting in the dating game, and you realize, you know what? I should have stayed where I was. I've not met anyone better. I've not met anyone kinder. And I've not met anyone more considerate. Okay, so he or she has all these attributes. So why did you guys break up? Well, we broke up because he or she cheated. Is that a deal breaker, guys? Is that a deal breaker? Okay, let's do another scenario. Okay, you decide not to leave them. You decide to stay in the relationship. So what do? Back in when I was younger, that was a saying. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. What does that mean? That means that if the man can do it, so can I. So, all right, jump in. Questions, opinions, whatever you got. Bring it on. So, what do you do? Do you stay in a relationship and both of y'all cheat, and you just let everything ride, and you don't leave, you both stay in a relationship? Or do you leave the relationship and begin to pursue a new relationship? What is the deal breaker? What is the deal breaker in a relationship for you? What makes you say, God bless you, Bishop? So good to see you, Bishop Michael. What makes you say, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Finito. I don't want no more parts of it. I don't care how good he or she looks. I don't care how rich he or she is. What is the deal breaker? What is a deal breaker? Now, I can tell you this on my end. My deal breaker, I guess I would say, was the abuse. That was my deal breaker. Back in the day, that was my deal breaker. Because when I was younger, if my husband decides that he wanted to cheat, now back in the day, I don't know if this still happens now or not. Back in the day, if you caught your husband or your wife cheating, you would want to fight the one that they were cheating with. You wouldn't fight the husband or the wife. You want to beat the one up that they're cheating with. And why is that? Why do you want to inflict pain on the one that they're cheating with? Well, you want to inflict pain on the one that they're cheating with because they've inflicted pain on you in your sight internally. So you want to hurt the person that has hurt you. All right. Okay, so you beat the girlfriend up or you beat the boyfriend up. What kind of relationship or what do you decide to do when it comes to the husband or the wife? What is the deal breaker? Somebody let me know. What's the deal breaker in a relationship for you? Here's another scenario. You have a 2-income home, but one of you works. Only one of you works. And the other one, it could be the wife or the husband, and one of you decides that, hey, you know what? I don't want to work. I want to stay at home. I want to lay around on the couch. I want to play video games. I want to eat all day. I want to just lounge around. I want to smoke cigarettes or weed or whatever it is they do. I want to drink beer or sweet tea or wine or whatever it is they do. And I don't feel like let you work. I'm gonna stay at home. What is the deal breaker? When do you say, you know what? They doing too much. I don't want any parts of it. Now let's go back to this question. All right. You decide to get out of that relationship. Hey, again, I don't want to deal with it anymore. And you get back out into the dating game. You get back out there in the water. You throw your line out. You bait your hook. You bait your hook. And you want to see what's out there. All right? You see what's out there. And so far, you've been in the game for about 2 or 3 years now. And you have yet to meet anyone that comes close to the partner or the spouse that you had. So now here you're thinking, man, should I go back to him? Should I try to rekindle what we had? Should I try to rekindle what we had? God bless you, Francis Lynch. Come on in. Do I try to rekindle what we had? Or do I let it go and try to start fresh? What is your deal breaker in a relationship? That is the question for today. What is your deal breaker? Now, again, I shared mine. Mine was being abused. Mine was being abused. I didn't after, and it had gotten to such a point. Hey, Lois, good to see you, baby. So good to see you. It had gotten to such a point where all the fussing and the fighting and the arguing and the leaving home and coming back and yeah, right. I'm getting to that, Lois. All the fussing and fighting, because once we all know, once you find out that he or she is cheating, that look like that just chips away at you. Okay, so you find out he or she is cheating, and y'all think y'all have resolved the situation. So what? Here goes your girlfriends, your friend, your family, whatever. You know what? He out there doing it. You go out there and do it too. So you decide to get out there and do it too. But check this out. You get caught. You get caught with your boyfriend. And your and the husband wants to beat you wherever you are, wherever he's caught you at. He wants to beat you in front of the whole group of people that you are with. Keep in mind now, he's cheating too. What do? You know what they say? If you can't take it, don't dish it out. If you can't take it, don't dish it out. But here we come back to the question. Would you rekindle a relationship once you have left that 5, 10, 15, 20-year relationship? Would you rekindle your relationship based on the choices that are out there today? Is there any way that you can go back to a previous relationship you had, and you know what, and it's like you realize I know he cheated, I know she cheated, and I know he did this and I know he did that, but he was better than what's out there. So yeah, they still say it. God bless you, Leslie. So good to see you. Is that really a good thing? Having a piece of man is better than no man. Let's talk about that. What are you willing to settle for? Now that's a good question. What are you willing to settle for? Now this is my thing. I don't want to be at home and I've fixed a good meal, and we set him in front of the fireplace, and I planned a good evening for me and my significant other, and he doesn't come. He doesn't come home. He stays out all night. So is that really what you want? Is that really a man or a woman? Is that really what you want? You don't know where they are from one day to the next. You don't know whether they're going to come home from one day to the next. So sometimes we have to ask ourselves, is that how we value ourselves? I'd rather have a piece of man than no man at all. Now that we put that question up there, Lois, let's say this, and we already know the selections. I'm not gonna say all men or women. We already know that the selections are scarce nowadays, and we already know that we have lowered the standard so low for some of these men and for some of these women that they already know when they go into a relationship, I can do the least that I want to do, and I'm still going to have a woman. Is that what we want? Is that what we want? We sit at home, we waiting on him or her, and they don't show up. That's what I'm with you on that, Leslie. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. They already know that you're willing to accept whatever they put out. So when you enter into a relationship like that, and they already know I can do anything I want to do to him or her, and they not gonna kick me out. Well, that's true. That's true too, Lord. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. When you've been in these 10 and 15 and 20-year relationships, you feel like, you know what? I have dealt with so much. I've invested so much time in this man or this woman. I think I'm gonna stick it out. Now I will say this: I have seen relationships where a man or a woman put up with any and everything that the person put out. They stayed in the relationship, and eventually, they got too old and got somewhere and sit their butt down, or they decide, you know what, I'm gonna be a better person for him or for her. It's gonna go either two ways. Most of the time, they've gotten too old and they're gonna sit their butt down somewhere. Don't nobody else want them. Most of the time. And then sometimes it gets where they get sickly and they know nobody else gonna take care of them but you. So, okay, we've already established that cheating is a deal breaker. What else could they do? He or she do that will make you say, you know what? I'm done. I'm out of here. Now, I've been in relationships where all my children are grown. How does it feel? All my children are grown. And I got into a relationship. So thankful. Hey, how are you doing, sweetheart? Orlando Lopez Venegas. Hey, how are you? I got into a relationship. All my children were grown. But this man had he had a tub full of children, but he also had two little bitty children where they were small and they were so small where they were still wearing diapers or pampers. So all your children are grown now, you don't have any children. Do you go into this relationship and be prepared to babysit, clean dirty diapers, wash, do you go into that relationship willing to take whatever issues they got going on just to say, I got a boyfriend or girlfriend, or I got a husband and a wife? Lois said, yeah, okay, I read that. A lot of them says they've invested. That's true, Lois. That's true. That we've all said that. I've said, you know what, I've dealt with. I've been in this mess this long. Might well stay. Lois said, I don't want to do that either. Too. What you said, and nowadays, the young men seem like they treat women better than the old men. The old men look for somebody old enough to be their granddaughter. They don't want anybody their age or older. They want some what Bobby Brown said. They want a tenderoni. They want somebody young and perky. So that is and you know what? We have so many single women and single mothers these days. So many. And it's like the men don't mind coming into your life and messing your life, just throwing your life into a whirlwind, leaving, then going to the next woman. Some women are the same way. I've seen good men destroyed by ruthless, cheating, no good women as well. So at some point, We have to decide what we are willing to put up with just to say, I'm in a relationship. I've said this before. I'm single. I'm still single. I've been single, I guess I'm going on 9 or 10 years. I said this before. It feels, you feel weird. You feel odd because you don't want to be the only single person going to family parties and family reunion. Everybody hugged up and kissing on somebody, and you standing up there looking crazy with a red cup in your hand. You don't want to be in that situation. So what do? Do you run out and just get the first person that pays attention to you, or do you just be patient and wait and see what they say? See what the end's gonna be. Do you just be patient and wait and see? I'm gonna ride this thing out. I'm gonna see what I know is somebody out there for me. I know it's somebody out there just for me. Like Lois, like Lois said, you don't want nobody old in. You don't want nobody where you gotta give them, you got to bathe them, and you got to change their, clean them up, and you got to dress them, and you got to feed them. You don't want that either. That's right, Lord. We got to be patient because God bless you, Robert. I won't even try to pronounce it last name. I don't want to mess it up, but it looks like Powell, Robert Powell. So that is the question on this talk show today. What are we willing to deal with just to say, I got a boyfriend, I got a girlfriend, I got a husband, I got a wife, and how long are you willing to stay in that relationship, and what can they do to make you say, you know what, it's over? What's the deal breaker? What's the deal breaker? What is the deal breaker? I don't want to deal with this no more. And now that we have achieved the position that we feel like we deserve, do we strive to try to attempt to be better people? Do we look at it, stand in the mirror and look at ourselves and say, what is it about me that I can change so that I can be a better person for my next husband or my next wife? Because let's just keep it real. Most of us don't want no boyfriend or girlfriend. Most of us want a husband or a wife. Most of us. At some point, you get tired of multiple partners. You get tired of having to deal with all those different spirits and all those different attitudes and all those different moods. At some point, you want to settle down. And this is my thing. I say, God, however long it takes, if it's meant for me to be be married again, you will let me know. You will let me know, because me, I don't want to get in. I don't want to rush into another marriage where I don't know where my husband is most of the time, or if I if I look a certain way or say something he don't like, he gonna ball his fists up and start hitting on me. I don't want that. So we have to allow ourselves to heal internally, and we have to allow ourselves to be patient and let God give us the man that he desires for us to have, or the woman that he desires for us to have. You know, sometimes we believe, you know what, I'm gonna help God out. I think I'm gonna get out there and find me somebody on my own. You better wait. If sometimes women will come in there and find a man that's well off, and they'll come in, and before the man know, he can have a 6 or 7 figure income and have plenty of money in the bank. And when that woman get through with him, Lord, the man look at the bank statement and he ain't got a dime in the bank. And sister girl Sally Mae is gone. She done packed her bags and left the man broke, busted, and disgusted. So we have to be careful, especially in this day and time. And now, what do y'all think about online dating? Give me some thoughts about this online dating, this Harmony, eHarmony.com and Match.com and BlackPeopleMeet.com. Personally, I wouldn't fool with it. Personally, I would fool because you don't know what you bring. Hey, you're right. You don't know what you bring in your house when you meet them on the street. But you sure enough don't know what you bring in your house when you go online and invite somebody into your life. Because people can be all manner of different when they're on their keyboard, when they're behind that computer. They can tell you all kind of different lies. I'm a multimillionaire from Texas, or I'm a retired Army veteran, or just anything. I got a yacht. I got 5 or 6 houses. I got 15 or 20 cars. And they own food stamps, and they're living in a cardboard box on the corner. So we have to be careful. We have to measure. We have to measure people, and we have to measure the spirit, and we have to be able to discern who and what we're willing to deal with, and who and what we're willing to hook up with. So, is it worth it? Is it worth it being at home alone? Oh, hey, I get lonely. I do. I have plenty of family I can visit. But at the end of the day, there's nothing like a companion. Somebody to talk with, somebody to cuddle up with, and when it's cold or when it's storming outside. It's nothing like human touch. Nothing like it. So yes, I miss companionship, but I am, after 9 or 10 years, I'm still single because you don't want to make that same mistake again. You don't want to make that same mistake again. You don't want to continue attracting the wrong man or the wrong woman. Exactly. So, anybody have any questions or any comments that they like to make? I have truly enjoyed this conversation, and I look forward to having this talk show every Monday. I'll be on every Monday at 4 o'clock. And also, if there is something that you would like to discuss that's near and dear to your heart, please feel free to inbox me or leave comments at the end of the broadcast. Indeed. We have to be careful. We have to be so careful who we choose to be our partners these days. And then, too, let me say this. Sometimes, especially if you have little girls, you have to be careful who you bring into your house. You have to be careful. So you begin to wonder, Lord, is he looking at me, or is he looking at my daughters? So you have to be careful. Children are vulnerable, very vulnerable. Yes, they are. And I have experienced that. I brought a man. God bless you, ma'am. Good to see you, baby. I brought a man into my house. Hi, beautiful girl. Hi, sugar, mama Della. I brought a man into my house that ended up abusing my children. Hey, Jacqueline, so good to see you, girl. So we have to be careful. Even though he can have, that man can have, be normal looking, be attractive, uh, and just be normal looking. Next thing you know, child, you end up, he's a pedophile, or he's a sexual deviant, or a serial killer. Somebody just crazy. And when you find it, and before you realize that you brought somebody in your home that abused and mistreated your children, before you know it, it's already happened. And they what they do, they scare your children in such a way that they end up, if they say, if you tell it, I'm gonna hurt your mama and your sisters and brothers. That's how they do it. So if you got girls, be careful who you bring around your daughters. And then too, hey, we got some men that's just a demon from hell. They'll try to mess with the daughters and your sons. So we have to be careful. And with being careful, ladies and gentlemen, keep you a pistol on your bedside table. That way you know you protected. You ain't got to shoot them. But if you feel like something is amiss, you get that pistol and throw it in their face. I bet they run out that house so quick. That's free. That's free right there. So what we're talking about, Angela and Jacqueline, is what is the deal breaker? What makes you finally say, you know what, I'm done, I'm through, I don't want to deal with him or her no more. It's over. But also we talked about once you if you decide you don't want to deal with it no more, and you get back out there into the dating game, and you realize the pickings are slim. And you say to yourself, Lord, I should have stayed where I was. I should have stayed with this man or that woman. I think it's almost like a game. You gonna either win or you gonna lose. So you're gonna either win or you're gonna lose. All right, guys, look, I would love it, absolutely love it, if you would share the video. Again, this is let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And today we talked about relationships. What would make or break a relationship? All right, guys. All right. I think that's it for today. Again, I'll be on every Monday. From now on, we'll be coming on every Monday at 4. And I am so excited. We're going to be having a guest come on, and they'll be discussing different topics that you guys want to talk about. And I'm just excited. I'm excited. I started a talk show back in 2000. I want to say in 2007, 2010, somewhere along in there. And I was living in Georgia at the time, and I let the ball drop. But hey, I'm back, and I'm in full force. So I'm excited about it. And also, I will be doing a giveaway to the people that are on live. I'll be selecting somebody for a giveaway. So if it's someone you think would like this show, tell your friends, tell your family, and share the video. Let them know, hey, Earlene is on, girl. Earlene's on the talk show, girl. Hey, check it out. I'll see you guys next Monday at 4:00. God bless you again. Let me see who all I need to shout out. It was Lois Riddle. I love you. So good to see you. Leslie Cox. I love you. So good to see you. Beautiful. Robert Powell. It's so good to see you. Mary Emma White. I love you. Good to see you. My sister, Jacqueline Davis. Good to see you, girl. I love you. And my friend, my counselor, my confidant, my oldest daughter and child, Angela Bell. Mama loves you. So glad and so good to see you guys. Thank you guys for your support. And we will see you guys again next Monday at 4 o'clock. Have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye. See you guys again Monday at 4 o'clock. Same time, same place. Hello, guys. Hello. God bless you. God bless you.